At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.
Saying, it's been a while since that's happened, so I feel pretty okay with it. Thank you for, we got no sound here. Good morning from everyone. So now I've got Robin saying it's just static. Do we have sound now? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Says still no sound. Let me, and again, this has been kind of a weird morning as I started getting ready for the live show. The Roku is not working. No sound. All right. Okay, hold tight, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and cut out of this broadcast, and then we'll come back. All right, so hold on. I don't know what's going on with the sound. The sound is on. Sound is good. Okay. All right. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. I think sometimes there's a delay and sometimes people can't hear it, so it's good. Hey, happy Friday. All right. I'm glad it's Friday, especially the way things are going this morning. And by the way, again, I apologize. If you're coming to me on Facebook or on YouTube, maybe you don't normally do that. Maybe you go to Roku or Amazon Fire Stick. My server doesn't seem to be working properly for the Roku and Amazon Fire Stick. So I apologize, that's not working properly, but that's just technology. Sometimes it is what it is. It looks like, I'm gonna go to YouTube here real quick. Let's see if YouTube is working properly. Looks like we do. Yeah, we've got the live channel working on YouTube properly. So if you are on Roku typically, but you still have a smart TV, you can go to your YouTube app on your smart TV, whether it's Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, or just your TV in general. If you go to the other NorCal YouTube page, you can also watch the live streaming channel there as well. And of course, if you watch on Facebook, I think everything should probably be in tip-top shape there. All right. You have sound on Facebook. Good. All right. Brad is saying I've got sound. It's clear now. You can hear me. All right. Good, good. Thank you all so much for kind of checking in and making sure that everything is okay. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's get you to Krueger's Quickcast. For some of you that like to just check in the morning, get the quick forecast for the day, here's what we've got. Temperatures right now are in the upper 40s to about 50 degrees in the valley. We're at about 50 for Willows as well as Chico. 47 degrees for Redding, and much colder in the mountains as we'd expect, with 27 degrees for Alturas, 29 degrees for Bernie, and there you can see right around that 32 degrees in Hayfork. Looks like the visibility is looking pretty good out there right now. We can see just some clouds that we do have in Elk Country north of Trinidad out there this morning. Let's take a look at Crescent City this morning and see how it looks. Still a little dark out there, so it's going to be kind of hard to see exactly what's going on, but there are some clouds this morning. I don't anticipate any rain to come from those clouds this morning, but It's going to be a little cloudy for some of us in the morning, and then by the afternoon, most of those clouds should dissipate. But overall, you can see the visibility is looking good across the board. So heading out the door on this Friday, October 25th, well, we've got the mostly cloudy skies this morning. Temperatures in the 30s for some of the higher elevations, although Siskiyou County around 40. The North Coast, mid-40s. Low to mid 40s here for places like Trinity County, and upper 40s for the valley. Taking a look at that satellite image, there are the clouds we're seeing this morning in advance of the storm system off to our west. Now, I don't anticipate it to bring us any rain, but those clouds will eventually dissipate here later on this afternoon. And you can see that here on Futurecast, 7 o'clock this morning. By around midday, we start to see those clouds move out, maybe some more clouds coming in this evening for the coast. But it is a dry day and a mild day for most of us on your Friday. Now tonight into Saturday, we may start to see some showers hitting parts of the North Coast, Del Norte, Humboldt County, for example, even some of the inland areas. In fact, Saturday, maybe a few passing sprinkles, maybe a light shower for the North Coast through the day on Saturday, but everyone else is going to be dry on Saturday. We'll take a closer look at your weekend forecast coming up in your deeper dive forecast a little bit later. 78 degrees right now for Redding, 77 in Chico, 65 for Susanville, and we've got mid to upper 60s for the coast for this afternoon. Hey, by the way, if you're heading out to maybe check out some of the fall colors this weekend, I think your best bet is to head north or east of the valley. I think that's where you're going to see most of the colors. And there may be some colors beginning to pop out west of the valley. So places like Trinity County, Del Norte, and Humboldt counties. But it may be another week or so before we start seeing more colors there. Here you can see by October 28th, as a matter of fact, in about 3 or 4 days, we'll probably start to see more colors to the west of the valley. Like I said, Trinity County, Del Norte, and Humboldt counties. All right, so here's your weekend at a glance for the valley. Mostly sunny this afternoon, and tomorrow should be a beautiful start to the weekend. And then we got showers on the forecast on Sunday. But I'd say this, I wouldn't cancel any outdoor plans on Sunday, because when we look at Futurecast, you'll see it's not going to be widespread, and it's not going to be raining all day long. It's just going to be one of those like you may run into a stray shower. And for Weaverville, Trinity County, dry for today and tomorrow, and then showers entering the picture, especially Sunday morning. Now, you'll notice the chance in there on Saturday. Now, for the coast and inland, that's mainly going to be in the form of a stray sprinkle, maybe a passing shower, but overall, the bulk of the rain will be here Sunday morning. Let's take you out to Siskiyou County, upper 60s today and tomorrow, and dry. And then Sunday, you've got the chance for showers. And by the way, we could even see an isolated thunderstorm for some of us on Sunday as well. But for Modoc County, upper 60s to about 70 today and tomorrow, and there are those showers coming in Sunday afternoon. And for Susanville, dry and mild, low 70s on Saturday, but much cooler on Sunday, with those showers moving on in by the afternoon. So there's your 7-day outlook for the valley. There are the showers on Sunday, maybe a chance on Monday. Now what you'll notice is temperatures are much cooler for next week and a little unsettled. And what I mean by that is when we talk about unsettled weather pattern, and I don't anticipate a lot of rain next week, it'll be that mixture of sun, some clouds, and a chance for a few showers from time to time. That's the case for the coast. So as I mentioned, the coast and inland, as early as tomorrow, you may see some sprinkles, maybe a light shower, but nothing significant. And then again, as early as next Wednesday after Sunday's system. And then we could see more near the end of next week. For Siskiyou, Modoc, and the Eastern Mountains, it's not until Sunday that we'll see the showers there. That may linger on into Monday before we see a break on Tuesday, and then maybe some more showers by the middle and especially to the latter part of next week. Hey, let's take a look at the perimeter or the shoe fire, now at 5,127 acres at 52% containment. So we are seeing better containment there. Excuse me. I'm still kind of dealing with a little bit of that bug. 13.7 miles from Lakehead. There you can see out in Big Bend. We're about 10 miles there. And many of the other communities, again, not getting any closer here. we're seeing the fire really not grow a whole lot, and more than anything, we're seeing the containment grow. And in fact, you can see the most recent activity is from 7 days ago. So we really haven't seen much activity coming out of this fire. Now the winds right now, they're fairly calm, so that certainly is helping. This afternoon, they may be a little breezy, but nothing unusual for this time of the year. We take you into Saturday, the winds picking up, especially for central Siskiyou County. You can see in Shasta Valley there, seeing some gusty winds in central Siskiyou County. And then we go into Sunday. Now, the winds we see on Sunday is more in response to the rain and the storm that's moving through on Sunday, which we'll get into that here a little bit later. But there you can see the forecast humidity for today. You're into the basically in the mid-teens, but the humidity levels are going up on Saturday, and they're going up even more on Sunday. That's why even though it's expected to be a little windy on Sunday, we're not concerned about fire weather risk because humidity is going to be rather high, around 40% in most cases. All right, we take a look at Lake Oroville right now, and you can see it's still a little dark out there this morning. Looks like it's a little bit more light that can be seen from the camera, at least, from Lake Oroville, North Forebay. We take you out to Main Street, Chico. It looks like the camera is still in that night mode. So, you know, it's just staying dark, right? And especially once we get into early November when we've got to set those clocks back an hour, it's going to be dark for a while in the morning. That's always no fun. Highway 99 at Neal Road. Looks like traffic is flowing smoothly there, and some of the clouds that you can see out there this morning. Highway 44 at Sundial Bridge Drive in Reading. Again, looking pretty dark out there this morning. You're going to need to use those headlights as you're heading out to work this morning. Hey, let's take a look at our pet of the week. Of course, this is out at Haven Humane Society, and I met a cute little pup yesterday afternoon. Check it out. Hello everyone, Mike Krueger from Weather NorCal. This is Pet of the Week, and we are at Haven Humane Society with Katrina from Haven Humane, and we have got Tandy here. Now, Tandy is, it looks like maybe a little bit of a lab mix. What do we got going on here?
Yeah, that's what we think. We think she's a lab mix. She looks pretty labby. She has a very labby personality too. She's about 2 years old, and she's just very playful, very sweet with everybody. Very loving. I think just a very good family dog. We haven't noticed any big like behavioral issues that she really has, or any like big training things she might need. She does pull a bit on the leash, but aside from that, she's a pretty easygoing gal who loves everyone she meets and is very treat and toy motivated.
Well, I mean, not everybody likes to be on a leash, right? I mean, being on a leash is, it's like, hey, you're trying to control me and I don't want you to control me. So I think that's great. Are there any specials going on? I mean, we're kind of getting to the end of Halloween or getting close to Halloween. Anything going on?
Yeah, actually, through the end of the month, Reading Subaru is sponsoring our adoption fees for everybody. Yeah, so that's...
So you can come in and Reading Subaru will pay for your adoption fee?
Yeah. So it's for every dog and cat in our adoption center, and that's through October 31st.
That sounds like a really cool plan to me. So if you're interested in Tandy here or any other animals, because of course, you know, when you got a free... you don't have to pay for the adoption fee. I say that's a big bonus. So call the number at the bottom of your screen, and they'll take care of you over here at Haven Humane Society, and make sure you can take Tandy home to take home with you for her forever home. That is Pet of the Week. We'll see you next week. All right, so always fun to go out and check out the animals over there. There we go. All right, Tandy was just a great pup. I highly recommend that you call that number there if you're interested in Tandy or any other animals. And I think it's great that through the end of October that the adoption fees are taken care of. It's been sponsored. That's absolutely awesome. Chappie said, I sent you a picture of a tree showing how different our fall colors have been in October 25th each year for the past 6 years. I'll have to check it out. Didn't get a chance to check it out this morning. Delinda saying, good morning, Mike and everyone. Brad Shaw saying the trees in Ashland are looking great. I bet they are as you start heading up north. Temperatures certainly are going to be a bit colder. As we've had those colder temperatures, the colors tend to change a little bit faster. So yeah, it should be absolutely gorgeous out there. Let's take a look at the calendar for today. You know, if you have any plans over the weekend, let me know what you got going on this weekend because, you know, the weekend's coming up. I'm sure there's some great events going on that you may or may not be attending. Of course, today is National Merry Music Day Interesting. National Frankenstein Friday. Of course, as we get closer to Halloween, we're probably going to start seeing more of those scary type of days. National Greasy Foods Day. Oh, yes. Nothing more American than a good greasy food. National Breadstick Day, the last Friday. So, of course, that is today. Is today the last Friday of October? We're already getting close to November, aren't we? Saurus Day, what is that? It's a monkey. Saurus Day follows on the heels of Sweetest Day. The Saurus Day of the year is observed annually on October 25th. If life is giving you lemons or you feel like Grumpy Gus, this day is for you. Take your glass half full attitude and spread the joy gloom. Smiles be banished. Replace them with all pouts and terrible frowns. So it is Saurus Day. I guess if you're a grumpy person, today's your day. I don't know, like grumpy, like that guy right there. Interesting. You never know what to expect from these calendar days, that is for sure. We'll tell you what, let's take you to our forecast here. And of course, as you know, Coffee with Krueger is made possible by Wind River Resort and Casino. At Wind River Resort and Casino, enjoy friendly service, a wide variety of specials and promotions, plus all of your favorite slots and table games. All right, let's get to your current conditions out there right now. We're sitting at 47 for Redding, 49 in Red Bluff. We've got 49 degrees in Oroville. We've got the 20s and 30s for the higher elevations. It's cold up in Alturas at 27, 30 degrees for Susanville, 29 in Bernie. And there you can see along the coast, you're looking at temperatures in the mid 40s. So your headlines. It's dry and mild going into the weekend. Now, I do expect showers as early as tomorrow for the North Coast, but everyone else is going to have to wait until Sunday. Cooler and unsettled by the second half of the weekend and early next week, with highs dropping below normal by next week. Rain, snow in the higher elevations, and gusty winds at times. These storms that are expected to move through are going to take a bit of an inside slider type of track, which inside slider typically means we're going to see some gusty winds out there. This area of low pressure right here is moving to the north and west of us, so it's not going to really bring us any rain. But we are seeing a bit of instability here that's coming through Northern California this morning. That's the cloud cover you're seeing this morning. Now, that's going to pretty much dissipate by the afternoon, and I think we'll see more sunshine by the second half of the day today. So let's take a look at Futurecast, and there you can see by 6 p.m., it's all pretty much gone by this afternoon. Now we're beginning to see the leading edge of some clouds moving in for the coast this evening. And then by tomorrow, there's tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. See the light sprinkles, maybe a shower for parts of the North Coast, including the inland areas through the day tomorrow. But everyone else will be looking at dry and mild conditions here through your day on Saturday. But behind all of that, you see that? We're seeing some instability begin to move in. So we got one main band of rain that's going to be pushing through starting in the morning for the coast, and then eventually working its way by Sunday afternoon, evening for the mountains to the east. So there's the main band. There could be some pockets of moderate rainfall, maybe even an isolated thunderstorm. It's mainly for the north coast in western Siskiyou County. Now what we're seeing here most likely is not going to reach the ground. We've got to saturate the atmosphere first. So most likely this is all evaporating before reaching the ground, but the bulk of the rain Sunday morning will be on the coast. Now we take you into the noon hour. That main band is now here, so it is beginning to kind of approach parts of the valley, and I'm expecting sometime around early to mid-afternoon is going to be the best chance for showers for the valley. And then of course we got it for Siskiyou County, Trinity County. Things not as active by the noon hour for the coast, and some showers beginning to develop here in the eastern mountains. Now by 5 p.m. Sunday, now the main band of rain is right here. So we're seeing some of the more moderate rainfall developing in Modoc, Last, and Plumas counties, and of course for the mountains east of the valley. But by 5 p.m., most of the rain is gone for the valley, and most of the rain has even gone to the west of that as well. So I'd say this, if you have outdoor plans over on Sunday, just have an umbrella handy. Be prepared for a passing shower, but it's not going to be raining all day for everybody. It's just going to be one of those, like, you know, you see a shower and then that's pretty much going to be it. And that's why we don't expect to see a lot of rainfall out of this. Let's take a look at the rainfall totals through Sunday, 5 p.m. You see how it's less than 1/10 of an inch of rainfall for the valley and just a few hundredths, as a matter of fact. Where are we seeing most of the rain? Surprise, surprise, up to the north and west. And we're not seeing as much rain, at least as much as the coast will see from many of the higher elevations. So we can see that area of low pressure that's kind of pushing up to our north now, that's just going to get eaten up by the ridge of high pressure. So by the time we get into Sunday, there's the big broad trough of low pressure. There's the scattered showers we'll see on Sunday. Now, as we go into Monday, the cooler air will still be in place. Look at this. I mean, see this trough of low pressure? That is cold air pulling down, my friends, and that's going to be looking at temperatures dropping down to the mid-60s for those daytime highs in the valley. We've also got a little bit of snow making its way down about 4,000 to 5,000 feet, but not enough to cancel any travel plans. It's not going to create problems there. Tuesday, still pretty consistent with being between systems. Now, as we see the area of low pressure shift to our east, the winds may begin to pick up on Tuesday. This is a bit of a classic setup here. But then Wednesday into Thursday, this system will pass through, giving us maybe another shot for some showers near the end of next week. It's going to be a bit of an inside slider as it moves down to the south and east, and the winds may pick up toward the end of next week and into that next weekend. But bottom line is this. Next week, it's one of those just stay tuned type of forecasts. I think Sunday, yes, I think everyone's going to see some rain, but it's not going to be widespread and all day long. It's going to be in the morning for the coast, midday for the valley, and then for the mountains east of the valley in the afternoon. But as we go through next week, we've just got a cooler pattern, which means temperatures will be about maybe even 10 degrees below normal for this time of the year. We're talking 60s for the daytime highs in the valley. And then an unsettled weather pattern. And what that means is through next week, we'll see kind of that mixture of sun, some clouds, and every once in a while, a chance for showers in the forecast as well. The timing of those showers is still a bit uncertain. But for now, it looks like Tuesday will be dry and then maybe off and on chances for Wednesday, Thursday, maybe into Friday. And looking at the overall rainfall estimates through the end of next week, you can see where most of the rain is. Yeah, out towards the north and west, out towards Del Norte and Humboldt counties. Most likely less than 1/10 of an inch of rainfall once all is said and done for the valley, and maybe a little bit more than that for some of the higher elevations, but overall, it's not a lot of rain. But where we typically see most of that rain, yeah, because the storms are coming from the north and west, so they don't have a lot of time to weaken by the time they hit the coast, and that's why they see a lot of rain. But by the time they hit the Marble Mountains, the Trinity Alps, the coastal range in general, it begins to break apart, and we see less rainfall out of the storm system as a result, unless it's a strong enough storm to really kind of handle those mountains. Now, this is something, don't get too excited about it, because you can see here it's showing snow for Hayfork and Weaverville through the end of next week. Not going to happen. Not going to happen for Etna either. But as we get into some of those higher mountain communities, say around Alturas, say around Chester, where we're at about 4,000, 4,500 feet respectively, we could see a light dusting of snow in some of those areas. But for now, it doesn't look like it's going to be much lower than that. Places like Bernie, Mount Shasta City, that's borderline where you might see some snowflakes, but not enough to really, get excited and you think you're going to see a nice coat of snow on the ground there. That's not what's going to happen here. But what this is showing is that the long-range forecast models are picking up on more of this winter-type pattern, where we're talking about that potential for snow in some of the higher elevations. But overall, the amount of precipitation we're going to see is not a lot. We're actually in that near average category here as we go into early next month, into November. But we do have a series of cold storm systems moving through, and this will really help to illustrate that. So here's the warmer and more mild air that we've been dealing with here. But what's going to happen is this is just going to migrate in our direction. So by Sunday into Monday, this cooler air moves through. Then you can see it's a bit of an inside slider. Now we're seeing the winds picking up around Tuesday. Then we go into Wednesday, Thursday. This is the next inside slider. It's going to keep our temperatures down. This will also kind of move down to the south and east, and then we'll probably see those winds pick up toward the end of next week, but keeping those temperatures below normal. In fact, you can see the Climate Prediction Center has us in that below normal category as we go into the end of the month and early November. So looking at the 10-day trend, yeah, pretty mild, very nice today and tomorrow. And once the temperatures drop Sunday into the 60s, we keep it in the mid to upper 60s through all of next week and even into that next weekend before maybe another little slight increase in those temperatures after that. But it's looking pretty nice temperature-wise. All right, so your wave heights for today, not that much of an issue. But you'll notice on Saturday, especially in the morning, those wave heights start to increase a little bit. We may eventually see a small craft advisory for tomorrow, but that's not the case today. South winds at 15 to 20 knots with, of course, no advisories out there. All right, so let's take a look at our forecast. Your Trinity County neighborhood forecast for today. We're dry today, we're dry tomorrow. Showers entering the picture on Sunday and maybe lingering into Monday. Now, Tuesday, I think we'll be between systems and then maybe off and on chances for showers by the middle to latter part of next week. Look for a high of 70 today in Mad River as well as Wildwood, 76 degrees in High-and-Palm. Now for your North Coast neighborhood forecast, we could see a stray sprinkle tomorrow afternoon, but better chances for rain Sunday morning. And I think the bulk of the rain over the weekend for the coast will be Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon it kind of starts to dry out a little bit here. Let's take you up north with 71 for Trinidad. It's actually going to be warmer, I think, for some of those inland areas than the valley. We got 82 for Hoopa, 84 degrees out in Willow Creek. We take you up north with 83 for Orleans, 69 for Gas Key in Oric. There's that slight chance for showers, a sprinkle, light shower, nothing to write home about on Saturday. It's Sunday morning that you'll see the bulk of that rain coming in. And then your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. Dry today, dry tomorrow, showers coming in on Sunday, and then probably lingering on into your Monday as well. Temperatures today in Greenview with about 76, 74 degrees for Callahan and 76 degrees in Fort Jones. Central and eastern Siskiyou County, we got mid to upper 60s to the north and east, right around 70, give or take here for Weed, all the way down to Dunsmuir and McLeod with a high of about 71. Your Modoc County neighborhood forecast, dry through Saturday and then showers coming in Sunday afternoon. Sunday morning, most likely looking at fairly dry conditions. There's your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, 63 in Bieber, 67 degrees for Fall River Mills and Paynes Creek, about 74 degrees. We take you to the south with Manzanita Lake, about 61, 69 degrees for Chester, and looks like Canyon Dam, about 67 degrees. There's your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast to the south with Paradise topping out at 72 degrees today, Susanville about 65, and we've got 66 degrees in Doyle. Here's your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by our friends at Walgamuth Painting. Temperatures today should be in the mid to even some upper 70s for your daytime highs today. Look for a high of 78 for the city of Shasta Lake and Redding. That's also the case for Anderson and Cottonwood and Palisadro, with 74 for Lakehead and Whiskeytown. So there's a look at your 7-day outlook for Redding. We got those temperatures upper 70s for Friday and Saturday, mid to upper 60s for Sunday through really all of next week. We're going to keep those temperatures below normal through next week. Best chance for rain will be midday on Sunday, maybe a lingering shower on Monday, but don't count on much, if anything. And then it looks like dry for Tuesday, Wednesday, with maybe another chance for showers by the end of next week. All right, let's see here what's going on here this morning here. We're going to kind of check in with some of you here, see what you're doing out there this weekend. Do want to remind you, of course, we're excited that we're getting that time of the year. We're getting some great colors. So again, just kind of a quick reminder for those of you that maybe want to go out and check out some of the beautiful fall colors. You can do that. Now, this is what it looks like as of October 21st. You can see the areas of those deep red. That's the past peak color. However, I think your best shot for seeing some colors will be in Siskiyou County, Modoc County, the mountains east of the valley, so in eastern Shasta, Tehama, eastern Butte County, and then of course Lassen and Plumas counties. I think that's where you're going to see some really good colors. Now, again, we're in past peak in some areas here, and we may start to see some of those colors popping a little bit here in Trinity County, Del Norte, and Humboldt County. But look what happens as we go into October 28th. This is the forecast that's expected here, and you can see we're beginning to see more colors to the north and more colors to the west. Again, Trinity County, Del Norte, and Humboldt County as well. So yeah, be good to go check out some of those fall colors, and do me a favor. take some snapshots if you're out there looking at those fall colors and share them from the free Weather NorCal app. I'd love to check out some of those fall colors. I'd love to share them with you all. I'd love for you all to see it. So be sure to check it out. We've got Jeff Johnson saying, I'm going to send a great picture of the sunrise. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's probably going to be some nice sunrise pictures out there this morning here because of the added cloud cover that we do have out there. In fact, we're even looking at a little bit of what we call these modest type clouds. But I don't anticipate any rain, by the way, from any of these clouds that you see this morning. It may look like it, but I don't anticipate any rain. In fact, let's take a look for fun. We're going to take a look at the analysis and see if there's any rain showing up on the radar right now. And it does not look like there is. We'll take it back about 3 hours. And nothing is popping up on the radar here this morning. So again, it's mainly just the clouds that we are seeing out there this morning. So that's essentially what we've got going on this morning. Well, tell you what do you say we wrap things up this morning here? It is Friday, October 25th. Weekend is almost here. You may have big plans. You may not have big plans. Maybe you're just going to relax. Doesn't matter. It's the weekend. I know I'm excited to have the couple of days off here. There's a look at Lake Oroville this morning, turning out to be an absolutely gorgeous sunrise there. That's going to do it here. We're going to leave you some of these images, and until then, keep checking in at noon and this evening for your latest forecast for me, and then of course Brian Wilson will be in on Saturday and Sunday with your update at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. Till then, have a great weekend, and we will see you again right here on Coffee with Krueger at 7 a.m. on Monday morning. Have yourself a great weekend.
Thank you.